55 and fit. How do you do it? Do you wake up every day and say, God, I'm looking better and better every day? Do you talk to yourself in the mirror with a pep talk? What do you do?
Well, you're very sweet to say that, but honestly, it's a lot of years of, I think, making some very good choices. You know, first of all, I've been sober for 28 years. That helps. I've been sort of living the Atkins lifestyle for, since in my mid-30s, which is, low carbs, higher protein, no sugar. And I'm a workout maniac. I mean, you don't want to talk to me in the morning before I've worked out or had my coffee.
Oh, you're just a different Rob Lowe.
Yeah, I gotta get my adrenaline and my caffeine.
So you do Atkins, workout maniac. Is that workout like a daily game of golf though? Because we know you're an avid golfer.
I don't consider golf a workout.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go out there and put out a very bold concept.
Wow.
I don't consider it a workout.
A lot of men use it as an excuse, so I'm going to go work out. And
it's not
they're
true.
Playing golf.
If they're working out, look, it's a good workout for your mind and your concentration.
Okay.
Unless you're carrying your bag and walking, and then God bless you. And that's a bridge too far for even me. I'd rather be on my Peloton for 10 hours than carrying a golf bag around.
Now, I think I saw that you got your wife to start playing.
Tennis. Oh yeah, she tried to play golf, but it didn't go very well.
It was not great. Okay.
It did not go very well. She's very, very talented in many, many areas, and I love her dearly. But she needs to stop golfing.
Okay. Which I would imagine, did she take that criticism well? She's probably like, you know what, I didn't really want to do it.
I think to spite me, she's going to keep learning.
Okay.
But she's really good at tennis. She's gotten really good at that.
Well, I know you play golf a lot with your pal Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
I've seen his
Pratt's
wife.
getting really good.
Is he? Is he coming up on you?
I think we're a really good battle.
I've seen Catherine has played with him. So I was thinking maybe you guys could
Couples?
double date, but now are you third wheeling with them? Or
I'm always third wheeling with everyone.
Why?
I'm a professional third wheeler.
What? How does that happen to you?
Just as my lot in life. I don't think Catherine's golf game is up to snuff, so we don't need to worry about that. It's still a guy. It's a guy's escape still.
What kind of trash talk are you and Pratt doing out there on the course?
We're so evenly matched. There's not a lot of trash talk.
Okay.
When my son is involved,
he roasts you so hard.
Oh, my son's. I've raised 2 internet trolls.
Right. Why
I don't know how this
that?
has happened to me.
How did that happen
I
to you?
thought I was a really doting, loving father.
You seem so nice.
I don't know what's going on.
Can you give it?
They love giving to me.
But have they taught you how to give it back to them? Are they almost like, Dad, here's how you can insult me in return?
I can't bring myself to that.
You just love them too much.
I know. I can't bring myself. I know.
Now, we have kind of a dream casting thing. The St. Elmo's Fire reboot is happening in the version.
I heard this.
Yes. How do you feel about it?
Do you have any scoop for me? Who's in it? Do we know?
Well, we were sort of thinking Johnny could be in it.
I only know this. They tried to do a reboot of About Last Night, and they could not find young me or young Demi or young Elizabeth Perkins, so they went a whole different way, and it was like Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
So I think the same will be in store for, who knows? I'll be the first one to see it, though.
You will. So you'll watch it, but do you think, it's hard to capture that magic.
My son Johnny would draw the line at playing me.
He wouldn't do it.
I think. Now, Andrew McCarthy, he would play him.
How do you feel about the reboot, though?
I think it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, 35th anniversary next year.
I mean, it's been a big anniversary year. The West Wing was 20 already. That feels like yesterday. We're getting to that. We're getting to that age.
But you don't look that age.
Thank you.
We thank you, Atkins. How do you feel about looking back on that time? I mean, what did that movie mean to you? I know that's such a big question, but if you look back at the impact on it now.
Oh, man. Well, it was all of those movies were really, we didn't know it at the time, but they were kind of the start of the modern entertainment industry where every big movie now is really targeted to, young people.
Yeah.
That was an era where that was kind of a side business, and you still had Terms of Endearment, which came out, I think, at the same year as St. Elmo's Fire.
Right. Targeting a very different,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. It was ahead of its time in that way. But I look back on it and laugh at the hair mousse and the styles. But it's funny to see how many shows it influences. When I watch Stranger Things, I definitely see, the callbacks to St. Elmo's Fire, and it was just it was a great time. It was a great time to be alive, and the '80s were fun. What I can remember of them, And I'm glad that the movie still exists.
I have to ask you, I mean, of course, everybody's talking about Demi's book.
I hear she has a book.
Have you been talking about it or hearing about it a little bit?
I've heard a little bit about it.
I mean, a beautiful thing that she said was that the cast of St. Elmo's Fire saved her life in many ways. And I just wondered, if you look back on that, what do you think you did that was so important for her?
That's nice to hear. I think what the reason that movie and the reason she talks about it, it has stickiness for people is that you could tell we were all really good friends and that we all really cared about each other and that we were a gang. And that's what we played on screen, and I think it really was captured, and I think people relate to it. It's the same thing as Friends. It's like, they loved each other, and they did. The same is true for St. Elmo's Fire. Hey, wait a minute. We were friends before Friends.
Sit down, Friends.
More even groundbreaking than I remember the movie being.
Have you guys stayed in touch much? Will you do anything for the big anniversary next year?
I don't know. Is there something planned that I need to know about?
Well, we could plan something.
I think you might.
Okay.
Somehow I think you guys might do that.
It's as if E.T. loves an anniversary or something.
Yeah, I can't imagine that.
I would imagine that group meant a lot to you as well. What did it mean for you to have that group at that time?
It was fun. I mean, all of those guys, it felt like we were all very much in the same place in our lives, all very ambitious, all looking to the future and wondering what the future would have. I look at my sons who are exactly the same age now that I was when I made. They're older. My sons are older now than I was when I made St. Elmo's Fire.
That's kind of wild.
It's insane.
You were a baby.
And so I look at them and I go, wow, this is what I looked like on the outside, because on the inside I felt really, really different. And I wouldn't have portrayed myself as such a young little puppy, but clearly I was.
Well, you look about the same, so that's good.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about your new show. You are playing a cop?
Firefighter.
Or you're playing a firefighter. Are you doing research with the real people who do that work? How are you preparing?
Well, so Ryan Murphy and I have been trying to find a project to work together since Nip Tuck. And Nip Tuck was one of my favorite shows ever. So much so that when I watched it, I said, I want to meet this guy, Ryan Murphy. And I met with him and I told him how much I love Nip Tuck. And he kind of went white-faced. He said, well, I wrote it for you. And my agents never gave me the script.
Are you still working with them?
And I am not. Okay. That happens in Hollywood from time to time, and there's reasons for it. But since then, I've never been available when he's had something for me. So finally, we have 911 Lone Star, and I am so excited. It's everything I thought it would be. It's heroic and it's action-filled, and Brad Felchuk, who's one of the producers of it, describes it. He says it's shock and awe.
Well, Ryan Murphy and Brad, they do some intense projects. Is this going to be a bit more of a darker project for you?
It is. It's the current 911, which I'm a big fan of, is killing it this year, as always. Our iteration of it is slightly darker, slightly funnier. It is more in the vein of Nip Tuck. Okay. So I'm finally getting to do my version of it, but instead of a plastic surgeon, I'm a first responder.
A touch more noble, maybe.
It's like Ryan Murphy says, I want you to play a heroic fireman who cares a lot about moisturizing his skin.
Do you moisturize regularly in your own life?
I have my own skincare line, girlfriend. Profile for Men. Buy it.